Welcome, guys. Please come in, like and share the video. Like and share as you come in, please. Super Picking. Dalisis, welcome. I see you. Chicken dances. Oh, my darling sis, I miss you. Please, as you come in, like and share the video. It's going to be a very short show because I know Brenda has a show. Waka tutu sunda tunguma. Ayo. Please, as you come, like and share, please. Jikador, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm happy you're happy, sis. What's the good news? God's love, the sweetest soul on the street. La vie est belle, my darling sis. Welcome. Please like and share as you come in. My sweet big sis in the block. Welcome, big sis. Thank you so much for coming. I know, sis. I've missed you so much. Walk, hustle. I know. Love you, Bella. You're welcome, sis. Please like and share. Like as you come in, please. Oh, Siri, my mama. Thanks for this beautiful piece. Hey, my big sister, I don't go Lily's. Yeah, my mama for life, peace person, my mama. Welcome, mama. Queen E, the Russian one of them all. Please, as you come in, like and share. If anyone has a show number, please, is it okay to type it down so I can pin it? Welcome, guys. Welcome, Support Kid, Queen E, peace person, my mama for life. Can't love you any less. I don't go Lily Big Sis. Ebia Clarence. Bella found. Bella, tell co-host thanks for auntie. Co-host is sleeping. Co-host is sleeping. I'll tell her the way she wakes up. This has actually been her anthem all for the last 2 weeks. She's listening to Siri like every single day. She will play it on her tablet. Chicken Dawn, my beautiful sis, welcome. La Vie Belle. Treaty, my darling sis has been here. She dropped me a message. Treaty said Bella, they are up her name to give her the popularity she's looking for. Can someone inbox Bella about this, please? I already like the video. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Okay, good. My big sis has put the number there. Let me pin it. Thanks, big sis. First rule of Sisha wins. Thanks for picking. Thank you so much. Number is there. Perfecto. That's it. Ah, it's my mom of two boys. Mom of two boys. My sis from another mommy. Okay, darling, I see you. Love you much, much love, much love. Right. All right, guys. Please, as you come in, like and share. Like as you come in, share. Today, guys, we want to talk about, we're going to talk about fame and pain. And there's a motivation for this topic. And also, we'll talk a little bit about BigSirry. Because I know there's been some little hiccups with regards to her last video. So we'll talk about that. It's going to be a straightforward show, right on point. Talk about it. People want to call, you can call and belabor your points, and we move, because Brenda has a show. Now, pain and fame and pain. The motivation for me doing this topic, it's the recent passing away of this young artist Mohbad in Nigeria. Now, I didn't know much about that artist. Letting go. Wow. Oh, my sweet sis, welcome. Sorry, guys, I'm not shouting a lot because the co-host is sleeping. As you come in, please like as you come in. Please, as you come in, just help me, do me a favor and just tap on that like button. Now, the passing away of that young guy, Mohbad, my God, got me thinking. The more that my wisdom says, I see you. Thank you so much for coming. I have been thinking about this young man's life because it's not long. It's not long that I literally knew or found out about this guy Mohbad. And it's because I was watching on TikTok. I saw this guy, spitting out these beats. Akko, welcome, spitting out these beats, very natural in the way he sang. And I'm thinking, wow, this is raw talent. This is raw talent. I didn't even know that he was already a signed artist to the Malian record. It's only after he passed away and the whole internet is on flame that I'm thinking, wow, this guy was actually known. It's a known artist, a talented one at that. And, reading all the things about him, his life and his struggles, I felt so bad. And his story, Mohbad's story, is not a unique one. It's not a unique one. I have heard similar stories time without number. It's just unfortunate that this young man's one has touched so many people, because as always, human beings, especially us, the ones who claim we love them, the ones who claim we care about them, when people are going through a tough situation and they are crying out for help and they're screaming at the top of their voice that they're about to quarrel, somebody's about to quarrel them. The situation they are facing is one that can lead them to their early grave. People don't take any notice. People don't pay attention. People don't pay attention until it is too late, like it is the case of this young man. Because how come we did not see all the videos about Mohbad every single day on social media, crying that they're going to quarrel him, please, if they quarrel him, it's this label, it's this person, make sure you hold this person accountable. Why didn't we see all those videos before? They may have existed, but the push for it recently, I don't think it was the case when he was still alive. I don't think people fought so hard to make sure that he was safe when he was still alive and screaming and calling for help. Yes. But he's gone now, and everybody, everywhere, people are talking about it. People are now putting out some of his struggles, what he was going through, the reality of his life with that label. Now, this young man, from every indication, was a struggling guy, a guy from the street who was doing, you know how they say, like, this street beats, and you know, you go out, you send your songs and you do little raps and send them, and people will see and pick you and select you and sign you up. So apparently he was doing his little carpentry workshop, and he got found, or you know, discovered by the Malian record and got signed to this record label. To him, that young guy at that time, it was a big win for him. It was a big win for him because, as we know, everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to break through. Everybody wants to be a multimillionaire. Everybody wants their name to be heard, their music to be played all over the world. Everybody wants to be a Davido. Everybody wants to be a Tiwa Savage. Everybody wants to make themselves known in the entertainment industry in one way or the other. So I'm sure for this young guy, when he got signed by the Malian record, for him, his day had dawned. For him, his day had dawned. But I bet he didn't understand the realities surrounding fame and success. A lot of young people nowadays, especially us Africans, we do not actually realize the sacrifices or the commitments, or better still, the dangers that surround this thing called fame. We don't. All we see is the glitters and the ball and the diamonds and the Rolls Royce and the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris and the Coco Chanels and the you know, the trips to Dubai, to the world, and stage plays and everything, and the performances and the ambience of it all. But there are so many things that comes with being famous, which people don't talk about, which a lot of celebrities don't share. Perhaps because they are ashamed, perhaps they want to keep that perfect image of what a famous life looks like. If not for the few that will come out and talk about it, some of us will not actually know that actually being famous can be very damaging or destructive at times. If not most times, if not handled or managed correctly. Yes. Being famous can be very destructive. Why aren't I seeing my comment section? Evia Clarence says, Bella Fountain, one of his songs says, when I'm dead, people will love me more. Exactly what is happening to him. You see how sad, look at how sad it is. Kiona Kiki, welcome, darling. BTV, my darling sis, I see you. Treaty, welcome, darling sis. I saw your comment. Thank you so much for coming. They don't understand the dangers that surround it. They just want to, you know, they want to see that beautiful image that people paint out there, but that's not the reality of it all. That's not the reality of it all. Now, this guy got signed. From what we gathered, he got signed. We don't know the nature of his contract with the Malian record. However, it is alleged that he decided to breach his contract. He decided to breach his contract. And if somebody breaches their contract, there are consequences. There are always consequences to it. Okay. The most common of it will be a legal action against them to make sure that they pay for breaching that contract. Now, when I look at this guy, this young guy, Mohbad, I'm not sure if he actually had a management team or a team, a strong team of people around him. Because when you read about the stories, please like the videos you come in. When you read about the stories and the videos that are surfacing, it looks as if every single person around him is affiliated to the Malian record or the Malian label. To the Malian label. And everything these people will be doing have to be in the best interest of the boss, Naira. Or Naira. Is it Naira or Naira? However they call this guy's name. I've never been a fan. I have never been a fan of this guy. I've never liked his music, to be honest with you, and his doctrines. I've never, aligned myself with his music and his doctrine. Now, everything they do would have to be in favor of this record label. And I don't think they gave him, the guy had the resources to get the necessary advice or support, which he so deserved or needed when he wanted to leave that record label. And what happens then? What happens then? Intimidation sets in. Harassment sets in. Bullying sets in. Threats. Why? Because they know he is a vulnerable guy. They know there's no one around to protect him. And this is not a unique case. There are so many vulnerable people in the entertainment industry that people take advantage of. Yes, we know some people decide to throw themselves, into this vulnerability willfully, but there are people who go in there, like it is the case of this guy from every indication, without understanding the nitty-gritty of the whole organization. So this guy basically was not living a life after actually coming out to voice it that he was leaving the label. He had no voice of his own. He was like a living shadow. He couldn't go to a concert without receiving threats. He couldn't walk around the street without receiving, people threatening to quarrel him or do, dangerous thing or harm him. Sorry, guys. Okay, sis, I got it. Or to harm him. Because I am sure, for example, if this guy breached this record label, which he shouldn't, or some people you should, but you must have a legal team to back you up, to make sure that you're safe, even if it means you have to reimburse these people, because yes, they've invested in you as a company, they've invested in you as an artist. You're like a how do you say, it's like they're marketing you, you're a commodity. It's not, I don't think it's the right word to use, but that's what it looks like. You're out there to sell, to make them money. That's the reality. It sounds very crass, it sounds very rude or condescending, but that's just the reality. When companies sign artists, they send you out there to make them monies. And when they do these contracts, they want to make sure they make, take out the best out of you, make the most, wear you out to reimburse themselves for the investment they've made in your music career. Now, perhaps this young guy just thought he could just walk in there and walk out. And he got caught, he got trapped. He got caught, he got trapped. And what's even more worrying? What's even more worrying are some of the stories surrounding the young boys affiliated to this record label. Some going mad, some being initiated into doing all voodoos and taking of oaths, some actually being exploited to be like, I don't want you to flag this show. The white something, to be like a middleman to transport or do business, to make their lord, their boss rich. Because as we know, yes, music, there's a lot of money in music, but it's hard work. And you see the type of life some of them live in Africa. Is that literally just for money, from music? It's the big question. It's a big question. So all these guys, young guys, are taken from the street and promised this beautiful life and chucked in a big apartment, and they're living there, in a reckless way and controlled by all these guys and alleged drug lords. And you want to come out. And if truly, because it's only alleged, I'm saying, using the word alleged, that these young guys have to go through some initiation, they have to do all the transactions of the white thing. If truly this is the case, and people have been talking about it, why was it that nothing was ever done or any investigation was ever carried out? Why not? Why not? It goes back to the system. It goes back to our system. As much as we want to be famous, if something were to happen to us, do we have a system that can literally back us up and make sure that we are safe and secured, our voices are heard? Or are we literally at the mercy of those bosses or the lords who feel like they can treat us like objects because they know they have their tentacles everywhere in the system, and nothing you would say or do would move or shake them? And these are some of the things that, as parents or as people, young people who are aspiring to be famous, these are some of the things that I don't think that we actually consider. We go through and sit and think about it thoroughly before embarking. Because trust me, imagine, guys, if you're a parent, African parent, the typical African parent, as we know, he's not from a very wealthy family. He's from a struggling background. In the interviews I saw, his dad, he can make ends meet. He's living in a comfortable apartment, but it's not your rich African family. Your child who literally managing as a carpenter comes and tells you, oh, that this big label has signed them. This man who has no knowledge about label signing, nothing whatsoever. Do you think this guy was going to go and look for a lawyer? Do you think he had any person to advise him to say, look, Pa, go look for a lawyer, look for a solicitor to sit down, ask this record label to give you the contract so we can read through and make sure that you're happy with the terms and conditions before your child can sign his or her life away? Do you think that this late boy's father did that? Did you think he did the due diligence? I'm sure his only reaction was, I want my child to be famous and successful. And that's what most parents who are in that similar situation, vulnerable situation, would do. As long as your child's life, you feel like it's going to change overnight, he's going to come and maybe he used to give you, 2,000 CFA. Now he's going to give you 10,000 francs CFA. Oh my God, that's all I want. But how safe is the child in the hands of whoever is managing them? How safe is the child? Sorry, guys, let me check. It's like the whole horse is up. 1 minute, guys. Stainless, welcome, darling. Rita, oh, welcome. Unmerited Grace, my mama, welcome. I see you. Teresa Amo, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, Auntie Rosemary asking for a friend, my one and only Auntie Dearest. Welcome, Auntie. I see you. Yes. Those parents don't do it. Most of those parents in that similar situation, they will not go and do their findings and make sure these kids are actually going into good hands. I hear some of the parents did not even know, or they don't even know where their children are living. They don't even know the addresses that some of these boys are actually living in. How can you do that? How do you know the treatment your child is receiving? You don't even know the living condition of these children. Because for all we know, they can come on the camera and paint this beautiful picture. What's wrong with the co-host? If you want to sleep, sleep. Sorry, guys. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, my love. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, guys. Just a minute. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right, my love. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You drink? Hold on. It's okay. You drink? Shh. I'll give you milk. It's okay. Sorry, guys. Finish your juice? The milk? It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, guys. I don't want this one. That's fine. That's fine then. Sorry, guys. The co-host is awake, and I had to settle her. Sorry. Right, like I was saying, guys, I don't think most parents actually understand that they can actually go sit down, ask those questions, look for it, seek legal advice, and make sure their kids, they're giving their life, their kids to entrusting their kids to people who will look after them and make sure they are safe, and not people who just want to exploit them. These young guys are so dying to be famous that they will do anything. They would sign anything just because they want to become famous. Fame is the only thing ringing in their head. They want to become famous. They want to be the next Naira Marley. They want to be the next Davido. They want to be the next Flavor. Think about it. They want to be the next Fino. They want to be the next this and that. But there are always repercussions to it. There are always repercussions. There are always consequences if not done correctly. If not done correctly, your child will be used for other things, not what they were meant to do. They will be used to traffic other things and not, just music. Yes, they will be exploited by adults for their own personal interest. There will be. That's the honest truth. There will be. I remember when late Cabral Nanjip, of blessed memory, passed away. I think it was senior pastor that did a post on Facebook and said, in the entertainment world, it was talking with regards to Cameroonian entertainment world, it's either you're with God or you're with the devil. That was a frightening statement to come out from somebody who is actually in the industry, in the business. Because imagine if that's somebody who has been in the business for a long time. Sorry, baby. It's okay. Drink your juice. It's all right, my love. Drink your juice. You see, your auntie FBI Clarence says you should dance. So when you feel comfortable, can you dance for her? Can you? Papa, will you dance for your auntie? Excuse you. That's very unladylike to burp in that manner. Yeah. That's just the honest truth. Play with your iPad, okay? Your iPad that Mommy Vicky gave you. That the co-host had an iPad as a birthday gift from her Nana Vicky. Yes. This statement from senior pastor scared the living light out of me, because is he telling the truth? Is he actually saying the truth? Is that what is happening in the entertainment industry? Because if that's what is happening in entertainment industries, please, young boys and girls, you have to be very careful where you step your foot, or where or how the doors you open, you knock at. We really have to be careful. You have to make sure that the door you're knocking at, it's a legit door. It's not a door for microwave resorts, like my auntie DRS will always put it, asking for a friend. It's not a door for microwave resorts. It's a door where you have to hustle. It's not a door where you, as a lady, you will have to use your body to earn that fame. It's not a door where, as a young man, you would have to transact dangerous things across borders because you want to become famous. You don't have to sell yourself to the devil because you want to become famous. Because if you do that, you will not enjoy that fame anymore. You will be living in pain and then putting a facade to the wall like you're living the big life. No. You'll be living in pain and not fame. That's just the honest truth. You'll be living in pain and not fame. And a lot of young boys and girls are living in pain and not fame because they want this microwave result. They want to do anything to get to where they feel like the world will notice them. Yes. We want to change our stories. We want to do better in our lives. But how we choose to do it, the path we choose to use to get to that greater level in our life or achievements matters a lot. It's okay, my love. Drink your juice. Drink your juice, okay? Drink your juice. Good girl. It matters a lot. It matters a lot. Even if you're actually becoming famous, this is something as well. Even if you're becoming famous, let's even say, for example, you're actually gaining this fame through legit means. You're working hard, the label is looking after you. Still, there's a danger that comes with this fame. We always say it. With fame can make or break you. What's the matter, honey? What's the matter? What's the matter? What do you need? What exactly do you need? Don't cry. It's okay. It's okay. Should I give you the whole bottle of juice? To the fresh juice? You don't want a small bottle? Hmm? It's okay. It's okay. What can I give this little girl to keep her quiet? Oh, look at a snack. Sorry, guys. We have to keep the co-host quiet, otherwise we won't have... It's okay. It's okay. She's not having it today. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. It's okay, Baba. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay now. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's your daddy's one. I don't even know the password. So this one I don't know what is in there. It's okay. It's okay, my love. Sorry guys, please like. I'm coming. Let me just try and settle her. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, it's okay, Ray. Stop. It's okay now, please. It's okay. You're just trying to be naughty now. You're just trying to be naughty now. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, watch your favorite thing. I'm watching your favorite cartoon. Oh my God. Teresa was a Bella, please find a carry for back. Sis, I beg of you. It's okay. It's okay. Watch it. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Busybody. Mama, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Yes. Yeah. Fame. Even if you have to use the legit way and you become famous, you become, everything, you're having all these things. It comes with a lot of sacrifice. Sacrifices that people don't understand. Especially the youngsters. They feel like it's just easy to become famous and maintain that fame. It comes with a lot of sacrifices, a lot, to be honest with you. Because for your name to make yourself known, you have to work hard for it. You really have to work hard for it. Some people are lucky and they don't really have to work that much hard. But there are other people where you have to really double work. You have to make all the sacrifices, all the friends you used to keep, all the social outings you used to do. Those things you have to cut back because you have to put your head down, focus, sacrifice, and work so hard. You have to invest. You don't have to be thinking about all the partying life, spending money on unnecessary cars, on women or on men, or splashing it here and there in parties. You have to make all those sacrifices. You have to make all the sacrifices. You have to be humble, which humility is one of the things that people who are famous. Tata Monono Dalis is welcome. Yeah. Somebody actually said that I am Tata Monono. This is the most ridiculous thing that I saw yesterday. That I am Tata Monono. This is so crazy. Tata Monono, please, sis, you need to come and free me. Come and free me. I can't. They say I am Tata Monono. How can I be Tata Monono? Like, Tata Monono had existed before I even came on this social media. This is the craziest thing that I've seen or heard on media. It's crazy. I'm touching my phone now. Very soon they'll say that that's Tata Monono as the one typing. Oh, God. This is crazy. I am Tata Monono. This is ridiculous. don't sacrifice. And humility is one of those things that people who are famous find it so hard. It's one of those attributes they find it so hard to cultivate, because when they become famous, they become big-headed. They think that they have it all. They know it all. They don't listen to advice. They want to do the things that you and I, the normal citizen, wouldn't do. Those are the things they want to do. They want to embark on, which is dangerous. And most at times, people who are famous don't want to listen to advice. Think about people like Michael Jackson. And people, when you're famous, it's difficult to have the right people around you. Why do I say so? Why do I say so? Because trust me, you have to be even more cautious with the friends that you make when you're famous. You have to be very careful, because are they actually there just for the fame, or they are there because they truly love and care for you? Because there are people who will be there just for the fame, and they will not tell you when you're going wrong. They would support anything you do, even if it's the craziest thing, the stupid thing that can lead you to your early grave. They'll be there supporting you and cheering and making you feel like you're doing right, whereas you're not doing right. But just because they want to keep you there for their own self-interest. While you're actually doing self-inflicted pain or suffering to yourself, they are the ones enjoying self-destructions. They're the ones benefiting from it. So if you're famous, or you're trying to be famous, and you're not careful or cautious with the way you go about your life, you end up in pain. You end up in pain. I think about when I say this, the person that comes to my mind is the young guy Fish. May he so rest in peace. He comes to mind. He comes to mind. Young ones like Justin Bieber. These are the ones that come to mind. When literally fame just strikes them and they don't even know how to manage it or cope with it. Kevin McCaughlin's. There's so many young famous kids who are now adults who are struggling because they couldn't handle that fame, and they're now in pain. They're now in pain. All the fame that we want to amass because we want to be in control. We want to feel like we are influential, we are powerful. How we go about it matters a lot. Matters a lot. And to all the people who are actually trying to be famous, please, I said this was going to be a very short show. Don't just jump into it because you want the money, the glitz and glamour of it. Do your research, due diligence. Make sure where you're getting yourself into is a safe space for you to grow. Make sure whatever you're signing, you're not signing your life away, instead of signing a way to, to progress. You're not regressing, if anything. Most of these young people are being used and abused these days by people who have power, who have control, and backed by a system, backed by a rotten system that doesn't hold anyone to account or to books. Doesn't. People do these things to these young boys and girls and know that they can go scot-free. And because other people have been doing it over and over time, and again and again and again, they are literally giving room for other people to follow suit, and they're doing it. And I'm actually happy that, because when this whole Mohbad situation happened, when it occurred, Naira Marley was going about his business like nothing had happened. Like nothing had happened. It's only after 2 or 3 days that people started pressing. Bloggers and vloggers started writing and vlogging and shouting at the top of their voice. Platforms were lighting their cameras and talking about it, bringing it to the forefront. That he now came out to do a statement on his Instagram page. Now, what I don't understand is, it's alleged that this young guy died from an ear infection, that he went to hospital, checked himself into a hospital for an ear infection, and they got given an injection, and he suddenly stop breathing. And that's how he actually quarat. Yes. So that is the narrative that's on the street. But it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Of course, yes, sometimes I'm not a nurse, I'm not a medical specialist, but from my little knowledge, of course, sometimes people can have existing medical conditions and they go into hospital, and due to neglect from one or two practitioners, they get given medication that they're allergic to, and that can have some drastic consequences or drastic effects. I had a friend whose mother was actually sick. She was a diabetic patient, and she was a trader. She was trading in Nigeria, Cameroon Road, And once they had an accident in one of the Manfe highways or something, and she was rushed to the hospital. And I don't think they did the right test, and she got given insulin, and she was diabetic, and she passed. Those things can happen. But now, what I find very dodgy is the fact that this guy was rushed to be buried without any autopsy. Why? Why? Why was it rushed? Is it a cultural thing? Is it like the Muslim where you cannot keep them for certain days? You have to just go bury them? I don't understand why he was rushed, especially with the circumstances surrounding his demise. I don't know why the burial was rushed. Is somebody covering something? Is somebody covering something? Is somebody actually trying to make sure that, the truth is hidden from the public eye? Yes, because Nero now comes and is trying to play the big guy to say, oh, they should be asking questions like, where was he? Who was he with at the hospital? Who were the nurses? Who was there with him during his last moment? Like, he's trying to, put out those questions there as if, telling people that they didn't do their job. Like, he's telling people how they should have handled the situation. But this is the person, the alleged suspect of everything that's happening to this guy, or everything that happened to this guy. Look, Queen Issa, I believe they are Muslims. That's why his burial was rushed. I don't know though. It's crazy because even if it means exhuming that young man's body, they should exhume it and do an autopsy to decipher what was the cause of his quarrel. Yes, they should. If I'm his parents, I mean, not only the parents, there are people of goodwill. There are people out there, I know for sure, Nigerians, when they want to make it happen, they'll make it happen. There are people that will be probably willing to put their money down and make sure that justice is given to this young man. And it's only fair. I know, of course, this vlogger came out, and a few other vloggers came out and said, Nigerians, we need to do something. We need to stand up against this evil. And so we can start by doing our own little bit to call out these people who are actually the alleged perpetrators of whatever happened to this guy. Call them to books. And what happened? People now started unsubscribing, unfollowing this Malian guy. And promoters canceled tours. They started canceling tours for any person affiliated to the Malian label, which is a good thing. It's a start. Even the guy, the boss himself, apparently he's been, suspended from performing anywhere. His music is literally, people are rioting and fighting for the fact that they should stop his music, they shouldn't play it anywhere. That's a good thing. That's a great start. But what is the government doing? What are they doing to make sure that other kids, other young boys and girls can feel like they have some level of protection from the state if they are actually faced with a similar situation? This guy's case is one that the world will be watching. It's the honest truth. It's one that the world will be watching to see how the Nigerian authority is actually going to handle the case, and to see if anybody will be brought to, to books for, having some level of involvement, because all the brutalization, all the harassment, was anybody charged? Were there any criminal or felony charges placed on any of these alleged perpetrators? That's what people want to know. That's what people want to know. And it's even rumored that one of the guys that works with this label is very braggadocious, talking about, take me anywhere, take me to any police station. He's actually suggesting police station and commissioners that you can go and, report him. And because he knows he probably bribed his way through every system. He knows he's safe. They know how to play the system. So if we're sending our kids, our younger brothers, to go and sign all these contracts to become famous, we have to be very careful. We don't want to cause them pain, if anything. We don't want to cause them pain, if anything. We want the success, but yes, let success come with so much joy. Let the pain you should be facing when it comes to success should come from your hard work, from cracking the code. That's where it should come from. That's where it should come from. So all this is a typical example for everybody, every young guy, parents, to actually learn. Is an example. It's something that we should all learn from it. We should all learn from it. As much as we want to become famous, be careful the doors you knock or the doors you open and the circle of people you make. And do your due diligence. Make sure you're signing the contract. It's not a death sentence. We live in a country where the system is so corrupt, it's rotten. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself in a death trap. And we don't want that for any of our loved ones. And one thing we need to also understand, please, my dear brothers and sisters, let's fight for people while they are still alive. Let's not only wait until they're gone or their situation is irreversible. That's when we come out to speak. This is one weakness of us. All of us are guilty of it. All of us are guilty, but let's make the conscious effort to stand up and talk when people are still alive and facing certain challenges, especially against these so-called powerful men and women in society. Yes. Let's make our voices help. Protect them while they are still alive, and not when they're gone and we're doing all this. It doesn't bring them back. Yes, lessons will be learned, but it would have been a better outcome if he was still here to tell the story. So I just thought I'd come out, we talk about this topic. If anybody wants to call and share their thoughts about it, you're free to do so. Share my feelings about this whole situation, and hopefully we get some good justice for the guy, and may he so continue to rest in peace. I hear his music is now moving top chart. I don't know who is earning all the royalties from that music. Is it his family, or is it that same music label? Because if it's that music label they're trying to boycott, then I beg of people to stop playing or listening to that music on iTunes or Spotify or wherever, because it's pointless if that money is going to go back to that label that is actually it's alleged that they are perpetrators to this guy's demise. Okay, I leave that there. I'm telling you, God's love. Just Lover started a plea for the ban of Malian music. Saw on my friend's WhatsApp. Yes, so many vloggers, and they're doing well, because I think he was on Instagram. He was 7.5. He had 7.5 million followers, but now he's only on, I think yesterday I checked, he was on, the day before I checked, he was on 7.1, and yesterday I checked, he was on 7, which means people are actually unfollowing him. And I just pray that more people will do same. More people will do same. Okay, now let's go to the second part of the show, which will be BigSirry. So BigSirry, some of you know her, some may not. It's one of my our fellow sisters, a vlogger as well in the community. I know she's fairly new to the YouTube street, but she vlogs. She does really well. She's very eloquent, and she puts her points across really neatly. Now, she did her last video, and she was trying to analyze the happenings, what's happening in the community at this very moment. She did that video. I know that video has caused a lot of controversies. A lot. But anyone who knows me, regardless of a situation, I always like to pick a positive message. Okay, I always pick the positive message in whatever somebody's trying to say before I go to criticize it. And the first thing I would say about that video that BigSirry did, first of all, unlike people who would come to address a situation and address, especially people who haven't offended them or attacked them, they'll be using your mami, your tata is something, and all the nasty description that we all know people are actually using and spitting out here on the street. She avoided that. That's one thing that I applauded her on that video, or for that video that she did. Because there are vloggers who are actually throwing insults back and forth at each other. I can never stop those vloggers because I know it's coming from a place of pain. They have insulted their family members, they've insulted their kids, they've insulted them non-stop. And so I'm not in their shoes. I cannot stop them from, giving back those bars to those people who are actually attacking them and throwing all those derogatory words towards them. Those people I cannot. So, but for somebody like BigSirry, because nobody has attacked her and thrown her those words for the people that she was addressing, it was only fair that she addressed and analyzed the situation without using, such, words. Now, let me also say that, because I actually dropped a comment to say that I applaud her for not using, the usual way that people come out and spitting those words like hungry hyenas. I'm one of those people that I always, if our community was a community where people can come out, feel free, express yourself, say how you feel, it will be amazing, because we see things differently, and people have their own perception based on either their experiences, personal experiences, or the experiences of people around them, their environment as well. So it's only by sharing those perceptions, sometimes we can agree on them, sometimes we can disagree on them, but we need to find a common ground and see what best suits the need for the community at the time in order to move forward. And that's the way I always operate. That's the way I always operate. And that's why I would say to people, for me, if you see me stay away from somewhere, I would have my own personal reason as to why I'm staying away from that place. It's not because somebody has asked me or pushed me to stay away from a certain place. If you ask me, Bella, why don't you do this? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not supporting so and so platform? I have my own personal reason, directly or directed to me personally. Not because someone has done something or because Bella wants to buy somebody's fight. No, I said it here. I will never buy anybody's fight. I will never do it. I will never, ever do it. Now, BigSirry was trying to address the situation of our mothers on the street. Now, that includes me because I am a mother. And if we are talking about mothers wanting to behave themselves or wanting to, to lead by example and be mothers, we have to hold every single mother on the street accountable. Now, that will be one of my criticism with that video. We have to hold every single mother on the street to the exact same level or standard. There is nothing like saying, oh, this person don't do, this person don't overdo. No. If we want to hold them to books, they all should be held to books. They all should be held to books. Now, BBTV is one of those people that have been attacked a lot on the street. A lot. I'm sure like every single vlogger, almost every single vlogger has insulted this woman. Literally, like every single vlogger. I can only but imagine how she feels as a human being. I can only but imagine her protective mechanism or her coping mechanism, I can only but imagine. And that's why sometimes, even when I talk to her or advise her, I'm being cautious or conscious of the fact that she has her own personal experience that will literally make her act the way she's acting or react the way she is reacting. Okay. Now, BigSirry has pointed out certain things, and one of the things that I really don't like is hearsays. Okay, it's hearsays. There was when you hold somebody as accountable, especially this issue, there's a video, this audio rather, it's an audio that has been circulating on social media to say that BBTV had asked for somebody to be, I don't want to use it. We all know this video. Somebody, a woman to be put down by men, or abused or assaulted. Now, that audio, mind you, I do not support any such instance to happen to any woman. No woman should be advocating for another woman to get, by men. Now, that audio, if you listen to that audio, anybody's listening to that audio, you can tell that that audio is partially played. Now, for me, I've never literally come out to talk about that audio because what was the context? For me, is what was the context of that audio? Because I had this conversation with Minister Mrs. BBTV, Bridget Benjamin, a while back, and I said to her, the only part that I would blame her, and she can testify, is she laughed. She laughed when whoever was suggesting what they were suggesting, and she laughed. She shouldn't have laughed, and she admitted that she knows she went wrong there, that she shouldn't have laughed. But I don't think that she sent somebody, unless somebody can play the full tape. If somebody can play the full tape so we can all hear as a community, because we are all here to learn from, the things that are happening, because we want to better our community. If somebody can play the full tape so people can hear the context within which that was said and put out there, then that will be good. Because there's like one or two narrative here and there, pick and put, patching things all over the place, and people can, narrate it however they so want to narrate it to suit their own personal interest. And that is very dangerous. That is very, very dangerous. We're pointing all out how, the issues that she's committed and whatever. That's what BigSirry was doing. But what I would say to BigSirry is, you flawed your argument. I don't know if you're my younger sister, probably my younger sister. You flawed your argument in the fact that you did not at any point hold Mama Jacks accountable for anything. And that, to me, I did not find fair. I didn't see it as being fair. Okay, because you can't say Mama Jacks don't do pass-through. You have to hold her to equal books. No, you have to. If you're holding BBTV accountable, you have to hold Mommy Jacks accountable to equal level. Now, mind you, because if I were BBTV, I would be fuming. I would be fuming if anybody were to record my husband. That was a private conversation. I have said it before. I actually expressed you guys this. This is in the BBTV side. I have explained myself, my disappointment with the whole Mama Jacks thing. And I said my disappointment came with the fact that she didn't come out to do a disclaimer that I did not do it, and people should stop playing the audio. Because there's no way you can record somebody's husband. She said she didn't record it. But let's assume that she didn't record it. Somebody's husband's private conversation with you is out there, and people are playing it on different platforms. The least that I expect Mommy Jacks to do or to have done will be, listen, guys, I didn't put that out there, and I beg of anybody playing such voice note to cease and desist from playing it. But I'm yet to see that. I'm yet to see that. I'm yet to see it. Yes, I am yet to see it, because if we are holding people to equal respect, we have to. Every mother on the street should act accordingly. If you call yourself a mother, you must act accordingly. You have to. yes, I know BigSirry said to he who much is given, much is expected. Yes, we expect much from our mothers. If we call you a mother, you lead by example. And Mommy Jax, of course, understands the importance of marriage. She talks about it all the time on her platforms. She's been in marriage for years. And if she truly values marriage, she would have stopped that audio from being played anywhere. She would have stopped it. It doesn't matter how much you are fighting with Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. That was your friend. The husband is your friend. And if you respect the friendship, you want to protect that friendship. You want to give that respect to that friend of yours. And in order to do so, you would have to stop this, viral playing of the audio. That's my honest truth. And if Siri were going to address the situation, she would have held them to equal account. That's my criticism. And also, BBTV, a name, not a snake. I don't know what that is. Yes, we should. It's a nice analysis, nice criticism, but you have to balance it. You have to put it to equal account. You really have to do it. You really have to do it. There's no way you can say Mommy Jax has not done. No. Any woman who feels like their marriage or their husband, trust me, somebody can insult me. You can insult me and say all nasty things about me, but if you insult my husband, it's a different situation. Especially if my husband is not like in this whole media thing. Come on now. We cannot underlook that. And we cannot. One thing with me, I will always say to people, my advice to any vlogger in the community, let me tell you guys something. We cannot minimize the feelings or how people hurt or people feel hurt by others. We cannot minimize it. Hot Boss Last Coco Muma, welcome. I see you. Thank you so much. We cannot minimize it. We cannot. Because if you see, for example, Bafu Pikin, when she was so hurt that her child got the cross on her face, which everybody was filming, I was really hurt by that. And she got hurt that with the response that Mommy Jax gave her. Because you could say, as a mother, that's not what she should have said. No, that's not what she should have said. You would not use such what's the right word to use? You wouldn't mention the Ash Wednesday situation with regards to that. You wouldn't. Nobody would do that. As a mother with children, you wouldn't do that. You'd be like, oh my God, that should not be happening. Of course, So, Bafu Piki will probably have something really very upsetting and hurt by that statement. It's the same. Brenda is very hurt and upset by the fact that when her child or her children were being insulted, there were super chats going on. I cannot go and dismiss how Brenda feels. I cannot do that. So that's why I say it's very important. If we want to hold everybody into account, we have to hold everybody. It has to be every mother. It doesn't matter how little it is, because what you consider as little to somebody, that's a magnified issue. BigSirry, welcome, darling. I see you. It's a magnified issue. What you consider as something very minute, that it shouldn't hurt somebody, to someone, that thing can make them go gaga. Yes. So if we're addressing the mothers in our community, let's address them for every single thing that they do. Because trust me, personally, I hold Mama Jax to high esteem. I do. And that's why I felt so frustrated that she did not come out, because my expectation of her, because I'm going by what BigSirry is saying. Yes, to whom much is given, much is expected. The level of respect that I have for Mama Jax was one that I expected her to have gone out to say, hey guys, stop it. Stop this. I did not record it. My friend recorded this audio and put it out there. Please, can you not play it? I beg of you guys. Unless she said it somewhere, but I haven't heard it. So let's be fair. BBTV is not a saint. She's made her own fair share of mistakes. She has. But we cannot exclude what the others are doing. It's very unfair. It's very unfair. It's very unfair. Let all the mothers, one thing I like that you said, BigSirry, was the fact that let's all act maturely. Yes, we must act maturely. And that's everyone, including myself, including yourself, every single person. And people need to learn to be accountable. Take accountability. Say, I'm sorry. Say, I'm sorry. This word sorry. Just say, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry someone recorded your husband and put it out there. It wasn't me. It wasn't my intention. I apologize. And we move up and we move on. Because it trust me, it's hurtful. It's hurtful. Especially because I know I tried to bring peace between these two ladies. That's why I'm addressing this equally. I tried to bring peace or make peace between these two ladies, but it didn't work. And the reason why this didn't work, it's because of this particular voice note that people are still playing. It's because of this particular voice note. Somebody said something. No, she did not. That's why we're addressing it, Lavia Bell. That's the point I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. That's my point I'm making. We should hold all the mothers accountable. Just big sis, welcome. And one thing also that BigSirry said, to be honest with you, let's take this. It's a good advice. It cannot all be wrong. It's a good thing, because this is a message to Mommy Bree. Yeah, and it's coming from a place of love. Tamintolo, welcome, Daddy sis. I see you. BigSirry mentioned it about, and I've been thinking about it myself. I feel like people know that Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin has more to lose. And that's why some people would probably go the extra mile to poke and probe and drag. Yes. Because they know she stands to lose more. That's why they do that. Because she has organizations. She has businesses that she runs. And so, and most of these people, they don't have those. Or even if they did, it's not public knowledge. So they can do whatever they want to do. They can rub themselves in the mud and do whatever they want to do. But if she's doing it, of course, because she's in the public eye and she has all these things in the public, they know perhaps it's going to drag it. And she has to be very cautious. Yes. She has to be very, very cautious. She has to be very, very cautious. Because if all the people that are insulting her, dragging her left, center, backwards, if they were to come to look at the things that they are bound to lose, be it their reputation, be it their career, be it in their businesses, be it in their relationship, she stands a greater, chance to lose. And they will do anything to drag her. So I'm just literally, it's just a plea for her to be very open-minded and look and make sure that people don't push her or people don't, trigger her to do things to drag her to a certain level that will give them a satisfaction because they know they want to rub her in the mud. That's just my honest thing, and that's something that BigSirry pointed out in her video, which I found that it's actually very useful. We cannot discard the whole video, please. Queen Akin Diamond said, well, Please, let's not. No, please, please, guys, I beg of you, please, let's not insult. And that's also something I wanted us to talk about. We need to learn to give peace a chance. Okay, we need to learn to give peace a chance. Siri has been a vlogger. She's been doing her vlogging, and I enjoyed her vlogging. I don't want us to be a people where if tomorrow Bella, because let's just say, for example, tomorrow, if I should slip off Bella, will you guys castigate me for slipping off? That's the question I want to ask. That's the question I want to ask. If tomorrow I should make a mistake, let's say I make a mistake, or even if it's not a mistake, it's something that you don't agree with. As Bella, if I do something you don't agree with, are you going to chastise me for that? Or are you going to correct me? Please, let's be a people that, we are open-minded. People have their flaws. Sometimes choice of word is not the best. Sometimes choice of words are not the best. But let's not be Lavie Bell. I can't. Since I can't, it'll be unfair. It's okay, my love. It'll be unfair for me. No, I can't. I wouldn't. No, I can't. I'm not saying. We are all different people. We are all different people. We are all different people. But I appreciate you saying that, having that trust in me. We are all, but I'm just asking. Because I want to make sure, I want to know, because I know all of you watching me, you guys, you are all learned people. I talk with some of you at the back, and I know the intellectuals that we have on the platforms that I go to. Yeah. So yeah, regardless, please, let's not insult. Let's correct her. You want to correct her, please, but don't insult her. I beg of you guys, please don't insult her, please. So please, we cannot. So this is one thing. I need you, BigSirry, Darling says, if you can, I need you to think again. Think again how terrible it is for a man's or your husband's private conversation to be out there. It's very painful. It's very painful. That's the honest truth. And any woman can go gaga, can go really crazy about that. Can go really, really crazy. And mind you, that some of the things that you mentioned that BBTV had done, she apologized for them. She apologized. She apologized. I don't go, Lily. Thank you so much, Queen Atkins Diamond. We can always, she's always apologized for them. She apologized. She said it. And the one thing people fail to understand with Minister and Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, it depends the way you approach her. The way you approach her, I don't know how I can say it. We are all different. We are all different, like Lavie Bell, my darling sister, saying we are all very different. In life, you have to learn to interact with people one-on-one differently. Treaty said something. Treaty says, Bella Fountain, she's doing that because Dopes don't pee her family. Ah, I don't know about that. I didn't know about that, but I hope that's not the case. Wow. Chris Wandoro. Bro, Chris in the block. Bro, Chris is in the block. Please, guys, you guys should pop some love for Bro Chris in the block. This is the first time Bro Chris has visited on Grace's. Oh my God. Bro Chris Wandoro in the block, guys. Pop some love for Bro Chris Wandoro. Welcome, bro. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Shadaya. Welcome, darling. I see you. Welcome, bro. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good to have you. So please, I beg, if we must speak, if we have to talk about any of the mothers here, I would beg, the fair thing would be to hold all of them to equal account. And that's why you remember the last time I did my video and I was addressing the scholar, my fellow scholar colleague. I call him Serge because he actually, I didn't call him his name the last time, but he actually mentioned my name on Miss J show. Not that I have any problem with him. When I called out Serge about when he mentioned, he talked about BBTV should be the one going out pleading and crying and begging and all whatnot because Dopes had committed the atrocity while she was with her. And this is a similar situation. What BigSirry just did is a similar situation. Okay, if there are two mothers, these two mothers have to beg and cry and kneel and ask everything. Yes, they have to, because they've put themselves there as mothers. They made us understand that they are mothers. There's no way you can bring one and take out the other one. That's not going to work. No, I don't find it fair. I don't see it as fair. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. If you're a mother, you're called a mother. You have to act like one. If they're holding every mother to account, they have to hold every single mother to account, not just a certain mother. No, it will be unfair. It would be unfair to do that. It would be unfair to do that. Chris Wandoro, Brona, Bella, Gabibi, talk, make Queen what call her. I don't understand. Yeah, it's start to remember that is welcome. Yeah, that's true. If it's left to me, BBTV should stop the saga with Majas for her business. That's what I'm saying, because that's what I said. Sometimes when I watch videos, it doesn't matter how it is. Let's find out. Let's figure out what is the positive. I try to dig out the positive message, because I know, some people will probably see my comment there for seriously and think, well, is Bella crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. That's my honest truth. Before I drop, if you see my comment anywhere on social media, it's thought through thoroughly before I put it. Yeah, it's thought through. It's thought through thoroughly. That's why you see, I wasn't getting into this Mommy Brie and Mama Jack situation again, because I know I tried to make peace, and that peace, I couldn't broker for peace because of a voice note. And I understand really fully well why Mommy Brie was adamant to have any more talks, because that voice note was out. Yeah, the voice note that even I was accused for sharing or giving to somebody that I've never been in possession of this voice note. No. We have to really respect. We need to learn to respect families. We really do. As a community, we really need, especially marriage. Marriage is a difficult thing, eh? Marriage is hard. I see people making fun of marriages. Marriage is a hard thing. It's a tough thing. Oh my God. It's tough. So people should not be playing with people's marriages now. It's a tough thing. If you haven't been there for at least 5 years, don't talk. If you haven't passed even the 5-year mark in a marriage, don't talk. If you haven't lived in a marriage with a man for more than 5 years, at least, don't talk. So we can't be playing with people's marriages, because already in the marriage, people have their challenges. Don't be the one, the person that will go and damage someone's marriage. No, don't be. So anyway, that's my take on that. And my darling says, BigSirry, keep vlogging. Says the vlogging is like that. Sometimes you get it wrong, but if you get it, sometimes if you believe in what you say and stand for, believe in what you say and stand for. If you can back it up, that's fine. But let's be fair in our analysis. That's all I would say. Let's try and be fair in our analysis. If we must analyze, we have to be very fair. We have to balance our analysis. We must. And please, let's not chastise her just because of that. I beg of you guys, let's not just chastise her because of it. Okay, please. Queen E, the day Dope Scam apologized for Brenda, it showed the big lip stuck on herself. Talk on herself. What did Queen E say? Actually, really so now revenge. China revenge of the Indian dog. If it's revenge, then that's the worst thing. If it's revenge, I don't know. I haven't seen it. If it's revenge, that would be the most cowardice thing to do. If she's actually it's like a revenge to whatever the person may have done to her family, it would be the most cowardice thing to do. Thank you, God's love. Even 50 years in marriage is not a guarantee for anything and a work in progress. Leave people's marriages. Yeah. I've been married for 19 years, so I know what it means. Deal. La Vie Belle, I will change your name, sis. I'm going to change your name because that name we gave you, you picked that name and we know that name suits you so well. This life is beautiful. This rise up is not sounding like La Vie Belle. Even Treaty, you should be the peacemaker. Treaty, look at the name Treaty. Truce. Treaty, truce. You should be the truce seeker. Treaty. The Treaty is now the one giving me under my comment section boss bass. Gaga, welcome, darling. I see you. Gaga is Gaga. You see, somebody's name is Gaga and the person is going Gaga. You can understand. How can La Vie Belle? BT, my darling sis, I see you. La Vie Belle and Treaty. Marriage is not easy, my people. Marriage is not easy. My darling sis, marriage is not sure me done. It's not easy. It's okay, my love. It's all right, my love. Mommy's almost done. Mommy, I don't know if the general overseer, has the general overseer started? Has the general overseer started? Please, let's not underestimate or undermine people's hurt on the street. It's okay, my love. Do you want your balloon? If anybody wants to call, please feel free to call and share your thoughts and opinion. And share your thoughts. Truth is laughing. Wow, Truth has been in marriage for 19 years. Co-host, Auntie, no, Nana just begged, just said she missed you. What do you say? Blokies? Oh, thank you. Did you see Nana just begged? Did you hear the big kiss? Blokies again? She's just blowing you kisses. Aww. Thank you, darling. Thank you. So please, guys, let's just continue to live. Hold on, baby. Hold on, my love. Hold on. So yeah, so if no one is calling, if nobody is calling, I think we can end our show. Please let love lead. Whatever we do, let love lead. Please, if you haven't liked the video, if this is your first time here, don't forget to like and subscribe. This made my day. Oh. Please like the video. If you haven't subscribe, please. Our target is to get to an additional at least 200 more people by the end of the year. So I really want to appreciate each and every person who joined me today. Please, whatever we do, let's do it out of love. Let's correct out of love. Let's correct with love. Let's keep showing love to each other. I beg of you guys. Life is too short. Life is too short. Take, I'll give you this. Life is too short for us to be fighting one another. Life is too short for us to be doing all the things that we're doing. Okay? You never know tomorrow. You never know tomorrow. So, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Treaty, Gaga, Hot Boss, Las Coco, my mama, P, BTV, God's love, the sweetest soul, just babes, my big. Where's Ama TV today? Oh, I miss her. Treaty, Destiny 234. Easter to remember, bro. Chris Wadoro with the double K or triple K. Queen Artist Diamond. Queen E. La Vie Belle. La Vie Belle. I'm going to change your name, sis, to La Vie. How do you say it? How do you say difficult in French? La vie est très difficile. How do you say difficile? Difficile. That's it. Difficile. Much love, sis. No, La Vie est belle. That name suits you, sis. Oh, thank you all so much. Mommy asking for a friend. Queen E. Support Piki. My beautiful conversion sis. Jinkedon. Thank you so much, sis. Always been there. Merited Grace, my mama, Sean Ayuk. And every other person. I appreciate you all so much. Where Gaga? Gaga, don't be upset. Where Gaga, don't be upset. Yvonne Novak, don't be upset, Gaga, please. Thanks, sis. Fitted. Aha! La vie est difficile. So I was correct in the end. Whee! Simio, married to a French man from a French zone. I cannot speak French. If you guys know, my husband was actually a teacher back home. I was a war student. Oh, me. I used to escape French classes. And my husband comes to teach me. I'm playing. I'm laughing. I never took French classes serious. I never took French classes serious. My mama. This is my mama. This is my mama right here. This hot boss like Coco is my mama. Mama, welcome home. La vie. You see how my French is better than Support Piqué. Support Piqué said difficile. Support Piqué, where is your L? And is there not supposed to be an E at the end? Support Piqué, you failed the French. You failed your French, Support Piqué. You failed. You should beg Gaga for me. Gaga, please. Calm down. Bikonu. Please, darling. It's okay. I beg. Please, it's okay. I don't go Lily Big Sis. Where are you? I'm very clear as my big sis. Where are you? I am part Francophone and I can't speak French. How come? How come? La Vie Belle, don't mind me. A French had me where you know how I pass. Bobby Queen Columbia! Welcome. French. The day I validated my French 101 at UB, Jesus Christ, I celebrated as if I won the lottery. Oh, Lord have mercy. That thing is punishment now. That thing is punishment. French 101. Who made that thing compulsory? They want to kill us. I used to run away from French classes even in the days of secondary school. L'art du conjugué. L'art de conjugation. Je suis, tu es, il est, il, ou, I couldn't deal with those things. No. But having said that, my listening, my comprehension in French is better than my oral. It's always good for kids to know at least, an extra language. It's always good. I prefer French to English. What? No, thank you very much. If you want to embarrass me, just make French speaking here. That's why here in the UK, people always think in the UK, sorry, I'm just catching fun before, I don't know, the general overseer is going to come. French to me was more easier than what? How come, guys? Here, when you say somebody I'm from Cameroon, initially they think it's French. So when they see me, that, oh, you speak French, I was like, oh, don't push it. It's bonjour, ça va, très bien. That's it. Don't go too far because then you'll be shocked because I cannot do it. Queen, did I not say it correct? I said la vie est difficile. La vie est difficile. Très, très difficile. La vie est belle, mais les gens sont méchants. La vie est belle, mais les gens sont méchants. Is that correct? La vie est belle, mais les gens sont méchants. Does that not mean that the life is beautiful, but men are evil? C'est ça même. Thank you so much, La Vie Tata Monono. That I'm Tata Monono. Tata Monono is so radical. Can you not see how Tata Monono is? Well, Tata Monono actually has part of me. Tata Monono is a sweet soul. But Tata Monono can be very. Peace, person, woman. You can't be hiding. My friend just dug you out of your hiding space. La vie est belle, mais les gens sont méchants. Bella, I need to ask a question. Oh my God. Big sister, don't go leave. Ask your question. All right, big sis, Ashia. Ask your question. I don't want to leave. Big sis, ask your question. I know it's going to be, oh my God, you and your sarcasm. Your question is going to be, you're going to say, I should say something in French, which is going to be very naughty, I'm sure. Wait, Bella, they say, yes, Queen Aki, so they say I'm Tata Monono. Oh my God. All right, guys. I think we've had a fantastic evening. It's always a pleasure. It's always a joy to be among you guys. Please, if you haven't liked the video, like. I still see 61 people watching. Like. Let's see the likes go up and then we can close. I need to do a show on Facebook. Treaty, I'm still waiting for your Facebook request, friend request. Treaty, I'm still waiting. I have my binoculars. I'm watching. I'm waiting. Treaty, please send me that friend request. I'm waiting. Now, who say you be Tata Monono? Tata Monono too radical. They say Tata Monono. Now, for which language you did dream? I know you guys about. I don't really look at her question. Now, for which language you did dream for night? Pidgin or English? It is English. English, actually. Most of my dreams are English. Peace person. Bella, why you leave me hang for window? Mama, where are you? Yes, you said this one correctly now. Thank you, Queen E. What Mama saying? Now, who say you be Tata Monono? Tata Monono is too radical. It's a fake profile that was putting on that show that I'm Tata Monono. I dream in English and I think in English. Yes. I can't comment on Facebook. Well, peace person, Mama, please. This is so annoying. What the general will say is live now. Now I say it's live, guys. Let's go. Peace person, Mama, it's so annoying. Guys, if people know that peace person is my own, like I have my people watching me here, but they cannot interact with me. Which kind of madness is this? This is not witchcraft. Is this not witchcraft? My sis Treaty was saying to me, Bella, I'm only eyeing your pictures. I'm only eyeing your pictures on Facebook. I said, where God? What is this now? What is this? Anyway, guys, I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. We'll catch up at some point, okay? I'll probably do a show. I don't know if you guys want us to do it on YouTube or Facebook about Darling Lyonga and Godmother Tila. We need to analyze this situation. Women tearing down women. We need to talk about this. Women tearing down women. We discuss it. We need to. So I would love and leave you all. And I'll see you all very soon. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you spending time with me. Treaty says, social media, they frighten me and Queen Atkins time more. It's really sad. This is Lily. It's sad. And the comments on your pics on Facebook. What? Oh, this life is crazy. And I don't even know that if it's my own sister VA Bell. God punish Satan. God punish Satan. Honestly, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Don't worry, all this will be over. All right, guys, let me leave you all. Let's go watch the General Overseer. I'll catch you all soon. I love you all so much. Poppy Kid, let's go join Brenda here. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye. Almost last Coco. Okay, Mama. Love you. Let them keep assuming. Bye, love you, Belle. Bye, sis.